Order just come to hold it up a little, while lads from the RUC are mopping up Bombay Street, where a member of the IRA has just been shot by a loyalist sniper. Deep down, I'm shaking, but I can't show any of it to the lads. It was only a few weeks ago, I think, time stops when you're over here, that our regiment was being amalgamated from the two regiments of the South Wales Borderers and the Welsh Regiment. The amalgamation took place at Cardiff Castle with the two regiments. It was done in front of Prince Charles, who was appointed our Colonel-in-Chief. This was his first army appointment since becoming the Prince of Wales. Within 2 months of this, we were being posted to Northern Ireland under the named Operation Banner. We became the first British troops to be deployed in Belfast. Both my company, which is B Company, and A Company were sent to take control of the Lower Falls Road on the night of the 15th, while the lads from C Company had been deployed to Derry some days earlier. We had been sent to Belfast as it coincided with terrible troubles, which is a so-called low-level war. This was being fought on nationalist grounds, with Unionists favouring continued union with the UK and the Republicans wanting a united Ireland. Both sides are committing atrocities, with bombings of pubs, cars, houses and streets across the UK and Ireland. Prior to us being deployed, shootings were now commonplace. We have been faced with snipers, roadside bombs, assassinations and murder. Yesterday, violence had continued along the Falls-Shankhill interface. A large loyalist mob moved down a street called Cooper Street at about 1500. They were held back by nationalist youths. From what we were told, shooting began about 15:45 or 3:45 in the evening. Almost all the houses in Bombay Street were burnt out by the loyalists, with many others being set on fire in Kashmir Road and Cooper Street. This was the most extensive destruction of property that I've ever seen. The CSM walked over to us. He said, "We've received orders that disorder has spilled out all over the place, and are we now to move in to stop the violence." At about 6:30 or 18:30 hours, he was deployed on the Falls Road. We pulled up in some 4-tonners and Landies. We all got out, and to my shock, we were being greeted with applause and cheers by the local residents. But we had orders not to intervene at this stage, and the pleas from the locals to help were not answered. I felt I had to do something, but I had my orders. At about 21:35 hours, or 25 to 10 in the night, we finally received orders. We walked over to the blazing interface with textbook spacings and carried our SLRs, or self-loading rifles, along with our 58 pattern webbing and Mark IV helmets. On reaching the interface, we began blocking the streets with barbed wire barricades. That was brought up very quickly to us. We closed off the street. I held my SLR tightly, and which I had the safety on. We had been issued live rounds, but we had been ordered not to fire unless fired upon. I suddenly felt an intense sense of alertness as I was looking to my front. While standing behind the barricade on the Falls Road, one of our officers walked past me with a loud hailer. He started bellowing out orders for all the persons to disperse and called on the loyalists to surrender. After a short pause, all hell broke loose. Petrol bombs were being thrown at us from all directions. Lads were ducking out of the way, and a few had a couple of near misses. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. We had come here to police and calm things down, and we had been attacked. Still, we could not fire back unless the order came from one of our officers, and that is only if any of our lives were directly threatened. So we just had to stand there and take it. Whilst being petrol-bombed, the loyalists continued to burn more Catholic-owned houses on Bombay Street. I felt defenceless that all these women and children were running away, screaming, when the houses were being torched, and I couldn't do anything. A few hours, we had orders to stand our ground. being pelted with bricks and large stones as well as anything else that could be thrown. At one stage, a metal bin was thrown at me, but gladly missed. A few hours of receiving this, the order finally came for us to use tear gas in an effort to disperse the mob surrounding all of us. On the order to fire, a number of tear gas canisters were fired into the crowd. The effect was many of them running away. It was a long night, I can tell you. Although the violence towards us was not as great, it persisted on and off all night. We were joined then by an armoured landese from the RUC in the early hours. I'm tired now and getting hungry. We've just been told a bit of grub is on its way. This had the biggest cheer of the night from us all. So here I now wait to move out. The RUC are now nearly finishing up. I don't think that this is going to end too soon. I hope it does, not last too long. But I think if these troubles don't get sorted very soon, it will last for years to come. Alright, come on boys, orders come out, let's move.
Let's go.